Another sort of Convallaria video. And if you could not already tell, on my outlaw account, I I cleared 5-5. I figured it out how to do 5-5 with the team I had. Um, I didn't record it because I was just gonna test some weird ideas, and I got a couple. I'm not sure if we can call them lucky crits because that's what assassins do. And then the AI movement was completely altered by what I did, and I was able to get through everything. It makes me wonder if this is one of those intended ways of doing the fight because it really helped me divide and conquer. Um, so let's take a look at it. But first, we'll claim the reward after. Um, but yeah, halfway through the tower. We're still level 32. We're still using only outlaws and recruited mercenaries. Common units only. And with this strategy, other people can do it too. I think starting at 5-5 is when people really need strategies. So here's a 5-5 guide on how to do it with just using common units, as long as they have, some gear. I'm gonna star this one. I'm proud of it. Okay. And I think after the recent updates, I've been able to pause and look at the status window a bit more. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out. So, very first thing is my character placement. I noticed that there's this barrel in the middle, and for the life of me, I couldn't understand what to do with it. Because if you knock this barrel and hit this guy, it explodes and causes scorch. But the scorch tile, it doesn't affect this barrel. I'm not sure if the developers wanted this barrel to explode when this explodes, but that's not how the interaction works at all. I still haven't been able to figure out what anything to do with this. I guess if you have an archer move up and shoot the barrel from that direction, it rolls. See how I'm clicking? And I can no longer get the details? Yeah, so that's what happens. That's not going to help with the rest of this fight, so I'm going to have to quit the replay and then try again. I'm sorry I didn't record it live. I was saying all kinds of weird things. So, can I click on anything? Anyways, so if you don't have any defender units, this group always acts first, right? And they kind of move this way, right? And so for the whole time I was like, well, okay, if I have a defender, that defender can hit this barrel. But this doesn't explode. So how do I get to explode? Well, here's how. Urgent order on the crossbowman. Remember that amazing skill that he has? It's called knockback shot. Knockback shot finishes off that one papal crossbowman, that seeker, and triggers the explosion barrel. So that's at least the way I figured out how to do it without using a tactical skill. Let's see how the rest of this goes out. Now what's interesting here is instead of moving left, he moves right, because that's where the threat, the nearest, his nearest target is actually that crossbowman, and it's not any of the units to the left, right? Now I try something and it didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. So march command, I get a nice crit here with a side backstab. I go in for the kill here. Now what I should have done No, this was like a safe tile. But because I go here, the strategy that I was going to use, I'm trying to was to continuously lure in our friend here. But he just used Demon Shear, which has basically range 4 on it. What I could have done differently is probably used like the hook shot. Okay, see, it bugged out again. Now we can't see a lot of the screen. It's just stuck on the status window. It's really weird for that to be happening, because these are built for the mobile device, and this game's like a year old, right? In the other countries, or in China and Taiwan. So, and this is well, this is the device I have is one of the top of the line the top of the line phones. So it's as good as it gets with its processing speed. So it must be some sort of glitch. So again, just recapping without me pausing. I really wanted to kite him through the fire, and I think that's what you're supposed to do. And then he just dies, right? I could have used Recruited Assassin to pull him in across. Maybe from here. But I didn't. And because of that, this guard gets pulled in, and these guys have nothing really to do after that. Alright, Leonidas comes down, but he's like really slow. I urgent order to make sure that I finish off this Seeker. He doesn't really do that much damage, but it's annoying if he gets his dodge proc off. These two don't have anything to do, see? He gets hit, but he lives. Unless they get a lucky crit, they don't do too much damage. Like enough to like one shot. Run away. Leg snipe is what Outlaw Bowman is using. Outlaw Archer, my mistake. I get ready. I make sure that I'm always out of Leonidas' threat range. I finish off this Seeker. I finish it off the guard. He gets charge stance ready. I start opening up the food. Now what I didn't realize was that was not a safe tile. Now you do have one defender that I use in this strategy, so there really wasn't much for him to do in this fight other than die. So it's, you know, like that, and then because he moved there, he moved next to a wall, and so I kind of box him in. And Leonidas is all about moving. And then I got just two assassins and two an archer and a crossbowman just kind of raining down damage. And all he can do is basic attack. He already used his skill. And then that's it. That's the fight. How exciting. So that's a strat for 5-5. Okay? So there you go. There you have it. Only common units used, right? If you have healers, I'm sure, like, you know, the left side can go quicker, but that's what I did. If we want to look at the gear that my characters were using at the time, I made sure I had all 40 gear of legendary status on my assassin. That guard, look at that. That guard, did you see how many shields I put up? Right? He still died in one hit, right? So the guard could effectively have like zero items, and it's fine, right? The outlaw assassin, those items could have been put onto him for him to do more damage, right? Could have. Or I could have given him a spring tonic to give him more healing. But I would have put the legendary gear on him. I had this on my outlaw archer. That leg snipe was really clutch. And because he got hit by that that 3x3 attack from the guard, he cursed him, which caused him to take increased damage. Did not use outlaw guard. My outlaw crossbowman, he used that 150% shield break. That knockback shot was a clear decider in this whole strategy and changed the AI up dramatically. But he was only using a 20 crossbow and a 20 spring tonic. Again, he wasn't really there doing damage. He was just primarily used to use that knockback shot. Tremendous skill. Really good unit. Then when it came to damaging, he does 30% more when the target's debuffed. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay, so now we've earned the right to see what's what item it is. Oh, dang. Okay, well, I told myself not to get the legendary item until we looked at the replay, but this is the first legendary item that does nothing for our team, right? Because I could max it and I could equip it, but it's only going to increase the magic attack. And I have no magic users. 0, right? I am going to keep it because I'm not sure if they add new common units or new epic units or new rare units to the box over time. Like, I'm not, so I'll keep it. And then if it's like pretty evident they're never going to ever add anything but legendary units to the game, then I'll just break it down for some dust or whatever the material is. But that's going to happen. I'm just glad to be able to get through 5-5. I got 1 all legendary statted destruction of the tower. Okay. Only 1 of my units, or 2 of my units can make use of that. No magic attack ones. That's good. Okay. And now floor 6 is available. Goodness gracious. Alright, well that's 5-5 done with only common units. There you go. That's one way to do it at least. Thanks for watching.